If you've been wondering why everybody that you're coming across recently, but really primarily for probably at least the past year to 2 years, possibly even 3 years, you've been wondering why you are sort of ending up with the same type of person, it's because it is. You have some sort of karmic attachment that you need to sort of get rid of. There's something there that you've got to handle. You're attracting the same thing over and over again. This is not in regards to who you date necessarily, although it could be, but this is a very specific archetype of person. Seriously. This is somebody who approaches you and pretends to really admire you and want to help you. They probably uplift you and they speak very positive into your life. They cheer you on. Throat chakra. And they really sort of boost your head up a little bit and really make you feel like you have someone on your side. But it's a very specific way that they do it. It's very convincing. It's extremely convincing, to the point where your intuition doesn't even go off. And they get in very quick. And then they start this passive aggressive, jealous, envious, spiteful, covert narcissist, envious, want to dim your light all of a sudden because they cannot stand you. This can come through friends, this can come through family, this can come from people that you date. This is very specific. This message is for you if I'm not saying, oh, you just attract a covert narcissist and so this message applies to you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's the personality trait. A very passive aggressive, like an energetic bully. And they feel like you owe them something and you don't see it until they've already attached. So they come in and act like they're your best friend and they support you and everything is wonderful. But then you start to feel a little undercurrent of something and you're like, what is that feeling? What? You can't quite prove it, but you can just feel how they feel. And it's really ugly and hateful. And they sabotage things behind the scenes while still smiling in your face. But you read energy so well, you almost wonder how it got past you in the first place. This is a very specific type. It knows your triggers. This spirit knows your triggers. This spirit has been doing this for quite a while. And the reason why it's doubling down right now is because you're starting to recognize it. So if you have never thought about something like this before, then this message is not for you. If this clicks and makes perfect sense and you've kind of maybe thought something is off, these personalities are very similar, and I mean very similar. Like maybe they drink a specific type of liquor. That spirit, everybody that it's approached you in, every friend, every relationship, every family member, every stranger, the way that spirit approaches you, they all like that same kind of liquor, or they all get mad a certain way, or they all have mommy issues, or they all carry, the main part of this spirit is that it carries shame. It carries shame and pride. Those are the two things that it's giving, like Leviathan. It's giving like it's like empty inside and really doesn't have anything to offer. They're actually not accomplished at all, but for some reason they expect to be treated like a king. And this could be masculine or feminine. It's a very specific archetype. I'm serious. And you start to kind of be like, wait, what's going on? In the beginning, I do think that they're very convincing. They really do put on this facade of they are successful, or maybe they just hit a rough patch and they're trying in life, or they're competent. But the more you get to know them, the more you start to see they're actually not competent at all. And they're actually kind of like their mind doesn't quite make sense. It definitely kind of throws you off, and you start to realize like, wow, I really can't carry the weight of this connection anymore. They start to sabotage you in subtle ways. They do these little petty things, but it's very specific, right? So let's say, for instance, I'm really getting this glimpse of just sort of like doing smear campaigns behind your back, or doing little tiny things to sabotage you. Like, I don't know why I just heard unplugging your alarm clock. I don't know if you have an alarm clock. It could be on your phone. Maybe they turn it off on your phone. But I get that somebody actually has an actual alarm clock and they're turning it off, or they're taking your phone off of the charger so you're late for work. or they are intentionally spilling something of yours that maybe your last drink, you were thirsty and they spill it. They kind of go out of their way to just make life a living hell for you, but you can't necessarily prove it. This person kind of has chaos, or the spirit rather has chaos everywhere that it goes. And so even without you seeing what they're doing, there's a type of disruption that comes with the spirit that really delays you from your path. And you almost start to feel bad, and then you're like, this person, like, something's off. You can't quite prove it. It's a spirit that is getting attached to you. It's been following you for quite some time now. And the karmic test in this is just to finally notice it immediately, the second that you notice it, and cut it off immediately. Do not ignore the red flags. Do not see the potential, because this person the spirit rather has a way of getting in and saying just the right things. I've been channeling this for a few days now, guys. This spirit has a way of getting in and saying all the right things. Like, it's very convincing. And I just got to download it. It does come through men and women. It's a specific spirit. It's not feminine or masculine, but if I had to choose, it's feminine. So you could be attracting men who maybe appear masculine, who appear like they're gonna, do what they need to do, and then you turn around and they're acting like a feminine, passive aggressive, petty, jealous, envious, and you're like, what is going on? This is not who you are, but it is who they are. You just saw their mask. It's a spirit, and they're kind of taking over these vessels, so even if it's somebody that you've known for a long time, that same spirit will latch on to them as well. So it's best to stay away from them altogether, even though it's not those specific people doing it. The fact that they're low vibrational enough to be able to have something attached to them in this way, that means that they're already in a negative energy anyway, so they're already low vibrational enough to be attached to. So it's definitely something to be aware of. This person probably has an addiction or has poor spending habits, and the main thing is their ego. It's given very, very covert narcissist. It's not outright narcissistic. You would not notice that at first. July 12th could be significant. You would not notice that at first, because they do come across very accommodating. But all of the gifts that they give you, anything that they give you, any favor that they do for you, rest assured that comes with strings attached. And Spirit is wanting me to tell you, it's not just tangible gifts. It could be money, it could be favors, it could be running errands, it could be loaning you something, it could be it's something like that, where please believe that none of that is actually a gift. That's kind of how they get attached to you, how that spirit gets attached to you, and it kind of puts you in these situations that kind of delay your path. That's really what I'm feeling and hearing. It really wants to keep you off course. And so if you have this situation going, and this sounds familiar, so if you think, hey, this might be me, look back at your past connections, look back at your most recent connection, and it's kind of like you're going through them, and like you're just trying to, every time you get rid of one, someone else comes along and you're like, oh, this person's amazing, and it ends up being that same personality type. It's that. So just look back at like your past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 connections within the past 2 to 3 years, 1 to 3 years, something like that, and really look and see what are the similarities there. If they are in the beginning very kind, and I mean very kind, they know how to relate to you, they know what to say. This spirit knows you very well. It knows what to say. It knows what to say. It knows how to act. It knows what you're looking for at this point. But you're catching on quicker and quicker and quicker, and it's getting better and better. It's learning how to sort of overcome the obstacles that you're placing in its way every time you recognize. And it understands that you don't recognize all the way that it's that spirit. It just knows that you're not putting up with certain things. And so it kind of waits a little longer and plays the long game. And it really has a way of manifesting and sort of infesting, I'm hearing. You may really connect with them, and once you've built that bond, then they start acting weird. There's something about the way that they are silent. There's a way that they shut you out emotionally, and it makes you feel weird. It's different than just the silent treatment. There's something very dark around it. It's not just regular silent treatment. It's not just regular pettiness. It's very dark. It's very insidious. It's kind of sadistic. They kind of like to see you suffer. The spirit likes to see you suffer. So if it spills your drink, it likes to see you get upset. If it has you wake up late because it unplugged your alarm or unplugged your phone off the charger, it likes to see that. You may see this person smirking. There may be days where they are just so distant with you that y'all could be in the same room and they're not physically or mentally or energetically present, but it's almost like an energetic bully is what I'm feeling. They make you feel very uncomfortable. They have a way of making you feel very uncomfortable. Your spirit may feel very unsettled. October 5th could be significant. Your spirit may feel very settled around these individuals, and there's a very familiar feeling to these people. This is not just one person. This is multiple people with the exact same personality. It just comes in different forms, but nonetheless insecure, jealous, overly prideful, operates in their ego, egotistical, kind of just shameful, very shameful about something, probably like a mommy issue. There's something that happened to them in their childhood, and I understand that I'm explaining a narcissist. This is deeper than that. This is deeper than that. This is deeper than that, because you really do build bonds with these individuals. So that's what it is. Be very cautious about the people that you connect with. I do have a feeling that this is affecting a lot of people in my collective, and so it is something to be aware of. Once again, same spirit, different bodies. If I channel anything else on it, I'll do another video, but I think that's all I have for now. It's just been on my mind heavy for the past few days, and so I just wanted to see if that would help y'all at all. And November 12th could also be significant. December 11th as well. Capricorn could be significant, which is also devil. This is not a demon, guys. This is just a dark, negative entity attachment thing. I don't know if it's demonic. It may be like a low-level demon, if that's even a thing. It's not giving like anything you can't handle, but it is definitely inconvenient and weird. It does weird things. I'm really hearing that word thing. Very weird. Something that you'd be like, what the fuck? Like just a weird way of doing things, a weird way of living life, a weird way of the thought process is weird. It's very, very specific. Very specific, and it's not everybody thinks like this, and that's why you're kind of like, what? So they do the same thing in different ways. The same thing.